Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. King Charles may extend an olive branch and invite Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to Balmoral Castle this summer in a bid to be reunited with his grandchildren, sources tell Page 6. A well-placed society source said, "I can see Charles desperately wanting to see the children, and extending this olive branch to Meghan and Harry, he may decide that life is just too short." Balmoral is truly the perfect restful place for a reunion. If he does issue an invite, then Harry and Meghan should surely agree to the visit. Royal insider Deep Crown doesn't think a Balmoral stay is likely, saying, "I could perhaps see a scenario where Meghan and Harry make a brief visit, more as a gesture of goodwill than anything else. A quick trip to clear the air to show that they're willing to make an effort despite the challenges they face. But an extended stay, that seems highly unlikely given the current state of affairs. The wounds from the past few years are still raw, and the trust between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family has been deeply eroded. It would take more than a few days in the Scottish countryside to rebuild those bonds." Meghan, in particular, might find the prospect of a lengthy Balmoral visit daunting. She's always been a woman who values her independence and her ability to control her own narrative. The idea of being sequestered away in a remote castle with limited access to the outside world could feel suffocating and restrictive. That's not to say an invitation wouldn't be significant. It would be a clear sign that King Charles, despite everything that's happened, still holds out hope for a reconciliation with his son and daughter-in-law, and for Harry, the chance to spend time with his father and to introduce his children to the place that holds so many memories for him could be deeply meaningful. But realistically, any visit is likely to be short and carefully choreographed, a chance to break the ice, to take a tentative step toward healing, but not a full-scale family vacation. The road to reconciliation is a long one, and it will take more than a few days in the Highlands to get there. PR guru Jane Owen thinks Harry is a good role model for his children, saying, "I think that it's great to see Harry putting his best foot forward and doing his job. He's always struck me as a hard-working guy with a good heart, much like his mother, which is why it was frustrating to see him pretty much hiding away for that time in Montecito. It's also, in my opinion, a good example for his children who won't likely grow up with the same royal obligations he had, but will have to forge their own careers. He's showing them that you have to fulfill your obligations when you take on a job." Business experts have picked up on signs Meghan's new brand was rushed. Lita Rebello, head of design at Own Your Own Space, told the Mirror, "They have got creative with the logo's crest by hiding the initials in there, but it's so messy that it's almost impossible to notice. It's like they were aiming for clever, but it ended up being a bit of a puzzle that's hard to solve." Rebello added, "The whole design of the logo feels like it was rushed, with too much going on at once. It's like someone didn't know when to stop drawing. Because of this, it's tough to make out any clear shape or idea in the mess. They picked a fancy handwriting style for the text, but once you scale it down to normal size, good luck trying to read it. The thin lines of the script just blend together, making it a strain on your eyes." PR guru Lynn Carrott told The Mirror, "If Meghan and Harry are set on building their popularity up, there needs to be some consistency and authenticity running across their brand as a couple. Another successful Invictus Games will help Harry's popularity." Carrott noted that the couple will always face criticism for whatever they do, but they also need to help themselves in fostering the right PR strategy. She suggested that Meghan could consider toning down her use of designer labels and opting for more affordable options, like Kate, to become more relatable to the British public. Showing herself as a normal working mum who is facing the same challenges as others would also help. She also pointed out that the public often dislikes the hypocrisy of the couple showing off their privileged life while trying to resonate and relate to those less fortunate than themselves. Also, their use of private jets whilst campaigning for climate change is often commented on. Fair or unfair, the public likes to call Meghan and Harry out on these things, so I believe toning these things down would help increase their popularity. Rupert Bell, a royal expert, recently appeared on Talk TV's Heirs and Spares and said, "They say we don't want to be part of the royal family. You just need to look at their website. Everything indicates that they are hanging on to the royal coattails." And Prince Harry says, "We don't want that, but without it, they have nothing to sell, because suddenly if they don't have that royal connection, then what are they? They're just another celebrity couple." Celebrities have to look as if they know what they're doing, and they have to work hard at it, more often than not, to achieve what they want to achieve, whether it be acting or promoting something. We can all see what's going on, but are people buying it, or is this the royal family not being strong enough with them and saying, "Stop this"? Palace Intrigue will be right back. In the Daily Mail, Ephraim Hardcastle suggests the King rent out Buckingham Palace to film crews. Hardcastle writes, are the £75 tours of Buckingham Palace's balcony room a dry run for when the palace becomes a fully fledged cash cow? With Charles basing himself at Clarence House and in effect downgrading the palace, wouldn't he raise millions, making it available to film crews and organisations for functions? The annual £12 million income from the summer openings could be quadrupled if the palace tills worked all year. The balcony, I'm told, was in the original tour proposal with paying visitors photographed at the iconic site, but it was ultimately rejected. Johannes Radebe, the South African-born professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing, has revealed that Sophie wants to be a contestant on the popular dance competition show. During a recent appearance on ITV's The Jonathan Ross Show, Radebe disclosed that Sophie has expressed her interest in competing for the chance to win the coveted Glitter Ball trophy. Radebe said she would love the opportunity to compete in Strictly Come Dancing, but she can't, obviously. She has personally told me this. People reports TikTok has a new crush on Prince Carl Philip of Sweden. Users are using hashtag Prince Carl Philip as multiple commenters called the Duke of Värmland was hot, gorgeous and handsome. One fan said, literally Prince Charming and get more handsome with age, best looking royal in the world. Sorry, ladies, Philip is married to Princess Sophia. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. Hey, leave us a review or hit those 5 stars on Apple. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue and good times.